The sun was shining bright, but it was just another dull day for the main character. Life had always been predictable for him. Wake up, go to school, repeat. He was used to being overlooked, used to being ordinary. But today, something was different, though he didn't know it yet. Suddenly, an announcement rang through the school's speakers, calling everyone to gather in the auditorium. Confusion spread like wildfire, and whispers filled the hallways. The main character followed the crowd, curiosity tugging at him. What could this possibly be about? As he entered the auditorium, the air felt heavy, like something big was about to happen. The lights dimmed unexpectedly, and before anyone could react, a blinding flash of light swallowed the room. Panic erupted, but it was too late. When the light faded, they were no longer in the school. They had been transported to an entirely new world, a world unlike anything they had ever seen. The sky shimmered with colors they couldn't describe. The land stretched endlessly with lush forests and towering mountains, and strange creatures roamed freely. Everyone was in awe, but before anyone could process what had happened, a booming voice echoed through the air. "Welcome to your new reality," it said. "Here, strength will determine your survival." The words left everyone frozen in place. Survival? What did that even mean? Suddenly, glowing symbols appeared in front of everyone. A voice whispered instructions. These were their abilities, unique powers to help them in this strange new land. Excitement bubbled over as students discovered their powers. Fire, water, lightning, and other elements danced at their fingertips. But when it was the main character's turn to check, his heart sank. The screen in front of him remained empty. No powers, no abilities, nothing. He was the only one left without anything. Whispers began around him. "He's useless," someone snickered. Others laughed, their voices sharp like daggers. He felt his face flush with shame, his fists clenched tightly. Why him? Why was he always the one left behind? While the others grouped together and began exploring the world, the main character was left alone. He wandered aimlessly, trying to ignore the sinking feeling in his chest. The forest was dense and eerie, and night was falling quickly. He hadn't eaten since morning, and his stomach growled loudly. That's when he saw it, a glowing fruit hanging from a tree. It sparkled like a gem, almost calling to him. Desperation took over as he plucked it and took a bite. The taste was strange, but before he could think, his body was hit with an overwhelming surge of energy. His heart raced, his vision blurred, and warmth spread through every part of him. The next morning, as he ventured further into the forest, a terrifying beast appeared before him. It was massive, with sharp claws and glowing red eyes. Fear gripped him. He had no powers, no weapon, nothing to protect himself. The beast lunged, and he dodged instinctively, but something felt different. His body was faster, his reflexes sharper. Without thinking, he struck back, and to his astonishment, his attack was powerful enough to wound the creature. The beast roared and retreated. He stood there, panting, staring at his trembling hands. The fruit, it had changed him. But this wasn't the end of his challenges. The forest was full of dangers, and every day became a battle for survival. Slowly, he grew stronger, his confidence returning with every fight. One day, while exploring deeper into the woods, he heard a faint voice calling for help. He followed the sound and found someone trapped under a fallen tree. Without hesitation, he used his newfound strength to lift the tree and free them. "Thank you," they said, their voice shaky but grateful. For the first time in this strange new world, the main character felt a spark of connection. The two decided to travel together, sharing their strengths and covering each other's weaknesses. But the journey was anything but easy. They faced treacherous terrains, dangerous beasts, and even rival groups. One such group was led by a cruel and arrogant leader who sneered at the main character every chance he got. "You don't belong here," the leader said with a smirk. "Stay out of our way." Those words stung, but the main character refused to let them break him. Instead, they fueled his determination to prove everyone wrong. As they traveled through scorching deserts and icy mountains, he discovered more about himself. Every battle, every challenge pushed him to grow stronger, not just in body, but in spirit. Then came their greatest test. A massive creature, larger and more terrifying than anything they'd encountered, emerged from the shadows. Its roar shook the ground, and its eyes burned with rage. Fear crept into his heart, but he pushed it aside. He couldn't back down now. With his companion by his side, he charged into battle. The fight was intense, every move a struggle for survival. As the creature grew more aggressive, doubt began to cloud his mind. Could he really win? Or was this the end of the line? What would you do if you were in his place? Would you keep fighting, or would you run? Summoning every ounce of courage, he launched one final attack. The energy surged through him, and with a deafening roar, the creature fell. Silence filled the air as the dust settled. He stood there, exhausted but victorious. He wasn't the same person he had been before. He was no longer ordinary, no longer overlooked. He was a fighter, a survivor, a symbol of what determination could achieve. As he turned to his companion, he realized something important. Strength wasn't just about power. It was about heart, resilience, and the will to keep going no matter how hard things got. What do you think gave him the strength to keep fighting? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing tales like this.